guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry it's been long since I've vlogged or posted a video yet, but I was thinking of like topics to talk about. So today I wanted to talk about egg donation, not, mind you, egg donation, but egg donation, like your ovums. Of course, we all know about sperm donation. We know about sperm donors. They talk about them in the movies. Those are the most popular ways of donating, and we never think about the woman version. Actually, I never knew about like egg donation until I randomly saw a poster when I went to the bathroom one day at school. So yeah, I thought that it would be important to talk about egg donation in South Africa. So yeah, here goes. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about my experience. I mean, obviously I can't give you all the details, but I can give advice, and in case you've ever bumped into it like I did and you want to know how it goes, or if you've never heard of it but you think it's something you definitely go for, I want to talk about my experience and actually just try and give my advice and hopefully find that more people will be willing to do this. So egg donation is literally donating your eggs to a couple, or maybe a single woman or gay couple. Like, it's donating to anybody who wishes to have a child but cannot do that themselves biologically. The female body can be very complicated, and we do know that some women struggle with infertility, and then obviously some gay men cannot have their own kids, so this is something that they would choose to do. So like I said, I didn't know about it until I saw a poster at school on one of the notice boards on my way to the bathroom, and I remember seeing it and just reading through it because I was really bored. And then I saw the first thing that popped up to my mind, and the first thing that really made me want to do it, I won't lie, was the money. They said you get paid 6,000 Rand, and to a student, 6,000 Rand is a lot of money. So I got really interested, and I was looking of ways because I didn't have a job yet. It was my first year in varsity, and I was just really desperate to make money somehow. So I took a picture of the poster and sent it to my friend, and I read about it, and I just thought it was the most bizarre thing, because I was like, how do they get it out of there? I've watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, so I really didn't know how the process would work out. But I got really excited because of the money. And then I remember just asking a couple of my friends, telling them that I saw this poster and I was thinking of doing it. And the first question, a lot of people were like, I don't think I would do it because it's like giving away a child, and you're gonna have a child out there in the world and all of that. And a lot of people brought this to mind. Mind you, I did not even think for a second about this because I had, this 6,000 in my head. So after a lot of people said that, I actually sat down and thought about it, and I was like, actually, that's very true. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't do it. So I didn't go ahead with, finding out more about it and stuff like that. So I put it in the back burner. But me being a believer in fate, right after I decided to give up on it, a week after, I kept seeing these posters. Mind you, I'd never seen them before, but everywhere I went, every notice board I looked at, these posters were there for egg donation. And then a part of me was like, I'm always one to get very easily influenced by what my friends have to say and my friends' opinions, and that can be good and that can be bad. I'm not just influenced. Sometimes it doesn't even help me make a decision. I just make a decision according to what my friend said without necessarily thinking about it first. So I sat down and I was like, okay, no, I keep seeing these posters, so at the very least, let me visit the website, because this was I'm gonna call it organization for lack of a better word, but it was Nurture. So I went on their website, www.nurture.org, and read through it, and I read more about it and try to see like what it's all about and how the procedure works and all of that. And then on the website, they did this very smart thing, which I think everybody should do if, you know, they are like swayed by this whole you're giving away your child situation. So they had this good idea of putting in like recipient stories and donor stories. So I decided to sit down and read some of these stories. So I read some donor stories because I wanted to become a donor, and I read some of the stories and they were just so heartwarming. And then I read recipient stories because I wanted to understand maybe why, obviously infertility and whatever, but you know, I thought I wanted to read why a woman would be willing to carry a child from an egg that isn't theirs. And the stories as well were even more heartwarming and heart-wrenching. And I actually sat down and thought about it, and I was like, you know, and this was the year when I was 21, and I thought, yeah, I'm still 21 and I know I don't want kids now, but I know that I want kids in my future, and I see kids in my future, and I can't imagine how it would be like to not be able to have my own children, to not be able to do what my body was made for, and how heartbreaking that would be. And you know, for me to be able to help someone realize that dream, because a lot of women are born wanting to be mothers, and you know, these people put themselves out there by going to nurture and trying to find a way to be able to carry children. And I thought, you know what, I never thought about it as me giving away my child in the first place, and I doubt that I ever will. So I think I'm going to go for it. So Nurture, they make you do not necessarily an application form, but you have to fill in a form. But it's a form about who you are and your physical attributes and your medical history and all of that. It's very, very, very long, very detailed. And I later found out that that's because, you know, women do want to carry children that will most likely have a resemblance to the rest of the family, or to either them and their husbands or stuff like that. So I was like, you know, I'm definitely going to do this. So I filled it in. It was very, very long. I think I took about a whole day to do it. Well, because I was going to lectures and stuff. So I did that, and I didn't think I'd get picked because you have to be chosen. I didn't think I'd be chosen. So I think a month later I got chosen, and I was so happy that I was being given this opportunity to help somebody out. So I jumped at it. So it's a very long process before you can eventually donate the eggs. So I had to see one of the women who created Nurture, one of the creators of Nurture. I had to have an interview with them because they just wanted to suss me out, just find out the type of person that I am and whether I'm genuine. And she was so lovely. She was absolutely, absolutely lovely. Her name was Melanie. She was absolutely amazing. We had a great interview. Then she did try to describe the whole process to me. And yeah, I felt really, really comfortable being in the care of Nurture. And yeah, I went to go see a fertility doctor in Cape Town. They have one in Cape Town and in Johannesburg. I'm not sure about other places in South Africa, but if you go to nurture.org, they'll give you all of those details. But I was in Cape Town. I saw a fertility doctor. Dr. LaRue was absolutely amazing. They ask a lot of personal questions, so you have to be able to be ready to answer those and to be comfortable with it. But yeah, I was really comfortable. He really made me comfortable. They asked a lot of questions. They drew my blood. I had to see a psychologist because they need to make sure that you're not going to turn around and want the child back. But yeah, the psychologist was amazing. Everybody took such a great care of me. Everybody was so nice. So yeah, I went through with the whole process. They ended up harvesting my eggs. Yes, I had to take contraceptives for synchronization, but yeah, they ended up harvesting my eggs. The worst I got was I was very hormonal because of the hormone shots. I was very, very hormonal. I won't tell you my side effects, but yeah. I had some side effects. You're definitely going to have some side effects if you have too many hormones in your body, when you have hormonal changes, and just a little cramping after the harvesting. But otherwise, I was very okay. I came out well. Yes, I made money, but I felt like I learned something, and I was really, really fulfilled that I did something for someone, and a life is going to be produced and this child is going to be taken care of. And never not once did I think that this is my child, because I know for certain that being a mother is way more than carrying a child for 9 months, or being an egg, or biology has nothing to do with being a mother. Yes, it contributes to making a life, but it doesn't make you a mother. And because I wasn't going to lead any type of life with this child and I wasn't going to raise it, I was completely okay with it. So yeah, ladies, I urge you to go out and search for nurture.com. Think about it. Think about doing this for another person. If you've ever thought about it, if you've ever seen a poster like I did, my story is really great. I was treated really well and I felt very fulfilled after. Whether they made a baby or not, I don't know. I do know that the first fertilization did not work, but whether the other eggs worked out, I still don't know. And yeah, if you've ever thought about doing it, go ahead and do it. Visit www.nurture.org. I will leave a link in the description box below. And yeah, give it a real good think. And I know that there will be doubts that will plague you. If you have to discuss it with someone, discuss it with a parent. If you have to, a friend, you can drop me an email. I'll leave my email in the description box as well. And yeah, give it a good real think. And if it doesn't mess with your morals or your religion or what you believe in, then I think that you should definitely think about it. And it'll be, for me, as it was for me, maybe, hopefully, it will be one of the best things you ever do in your life. And yeah, just have a good think about it and go for it, because if not for money, then at least you know that you are helping someone realize their dream. You might not know it, but that's exactly what you're doing. So I hope you like the video. I hope it was very, very informative, and I hope you learned a lot. I know I spoke mostly about my experience, but I thought that would be much better because I am not a professional at it. And yeah, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe and get more from me, more vlogs, more advice columns, more anything really. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I hope you like the video. Bye guys.